But when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Packers pick it up. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
That was all Preston Smith navigating into the backfield. He gets the tackle for loss. Dancing to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And now Jackson will look to throw it. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Jones again on second down. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. The give is to Jones. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Wolfe able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. That's caught inside the 20.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
These two teams all tied after 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability?
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Rodgers now on first down.
A check down here to Jones.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end Tunyon.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here's Rodgers.
Got a man. It's Tunyon. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flushed out right. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
And a great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Oh, the return is Duvernay. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Forced out to his left. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And all the way up to the 46. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
These 2 teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the 2nd half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Guy.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second and 6.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. The solid stiff arm. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's got this down to the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On play action, now Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Rodgers again now.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back there.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, I mean, Lamar Jackson, what more can we say at this point? He is a living, breathing highlight reel, and go ahead and tack on that last play to the list of big ones by number 8.
And what was impressive to me is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right. And when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, That's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance and turn this into a fantastic run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second down, another shot for Jones.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 16-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second and 12, Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just third and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Buying time to his left. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 28 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Jones. Sheds off the tackle. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 18. 101 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down. Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
And Crosby puts it through. And with a little under a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame. It didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Oh, the return is Duvernay. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Forced out to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Dancing to his left. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. We thought we might have a good close game, and we did. Really came down to that final onside kick. They recovered it, but they would have had to return it. They were unable to do that, and that wrote an ending.
That is frustrating, isn't it? To execute an onside kick and get the ball, yet there's no payoff for them. Right now, they're probably in their locker room trying to comfort themselves with, the clock just ran out on us. We were right there.